Utility provider Eskom says that Stage 2 load shedding will be implemented on Friday from 0500 until further notice. This follows the breaking down of 4 units at its power stations, it said, adding that it also needs to replenish its reserves in preparation for the week ahead. Welcome back to Awakening Africa. Today we are discussing what many South Africans are calling an outrage as the country's major power provider plans on increasing load shedding. Will there be more shortfalls in meeting the country's energy demands, and exactly how much revenue is South Africa losing every year due to continued rolling blackouts? All this and more, so please stay tuned. Awakening Africa starts now. Let's get to it. So far, the group has been able to alleviate load shedding for much of the week, suspending outages during the day and only escalating to Stage 2 in the evenings. This has been thanks to better generating capacity as well as the return of a unit at Kusel ahead of schedule. However, the outlook for rolling blackouts in the country is still on a knife's edge, with the situation at risk of changing suddenly. Eskom's latest system report for the 39th week of the year shows that the overall picture is still reflecting code red across the board. The latest system report shows that the utility is planning for 52 weeks of projected supply shortfalls over 2,000 megawatts, equivalent to 2 stages of load shedding at minimum. In its assessment of the year ahead, Eskom provides both a planned risk level based on the assumptions are all based on the last week of available operational data. This particular assessment is based on an assumption that 16,000 megawatts will be out due to unplanned outages. In the likely scenario, this ramps up to approximately 20,200 megawatts. However, while this is a broad plan for the utility, it does not reflect what the group expects as an outlook in the summer months ahead. Specifically, while the system report pegs its planned scenarios on outages, UCLF between 16,000 megawatts and over 20,000 megawatts. Its summer plan has reduced these forecasts to be between 14,500 megawatts and 17,500 megawatts. In its current target scenarios, Eskom wants to keep unplanned outages below 14,500 megawatts, which should help it keep the maximum level of load shedding under Stage 4. This caused the total revenue loss to skyrocket to upwards of Rand 21 billion per year, which is equivalent to $1 billion for all the municipal licensed distributors. The municipalities also have to fork out over 1.1 billion Rand each year on staff overtime and on contractors due to the need to repair electrical infrastructure on top of the regular cost for overtime and service providers. This means that load shedding ultimately cost these municipalities a staggering 25 billion Rand in the last financial year, equivalent to $1.29 billion. Private sector pain. However, backup power costs are hurting the private sector the most, with major retailers spending billions to keep their doors opened. For instance, Shoprite, South Africa's largest retailer, spent an eye-watering $67 million on diesel to power generators to lessen the severity of load shedding over the last 52 weeks ended July 2, 2023. This meant the group spent $181,000 a day on diesel in 2023 compared to just $32,000 in 2022, a 470% increase. Another company, Pick n Pay, on the other hand, warned that it expects to make a loss in the first half of the 2024 financial year, which it partially attributed to the R396 million needed for diesel and the net incremental energy costs of R190 million. There are also concerns over the effects of load shedding on South Africa's manufacturing sector. Confidence in South Africa's manufacturing sector has dropped, as shown by the latest Absa Purchasing Managers Index (PMI), which declined from 49.8 points in August to 45.4 points in September, below the neutral 50 mark. The move lower would be consistent with a quarterly contraction in actual manufacturing output. If this materializes, it will weigh on overall GDP growth momentum in the third quarter, Absa noted. Putting an exact number to how much load shedding has cost South Africa is a near impossible task. The South African Reserve Bank has attempted to quantify the economic impact, noting that the country's economic growth for 2023 would be cut by 2 percentage points due to load shedding. The SARB pegs the daily cost of load shedding at Stage 6 at 900 million Rand a day. Narrowed down, researchers have put this at 6 per kilowatt hour of load shedding, which can be extrapolated to calculate more specific costs. Overall, the estimated economic impact of load shedding in 2022 was said to be an eye-watering 560 billion rand or 29 billion United States dollars. With outages in 2023 even worse, the economic impact will undoubtedly be even bigger. But all hope isn't lost. The South African Nuclear Energy Corporation, NECSA, and Russia's TVL have signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, to cooperate in the manufacture of nuclear fuel and its components. The agreement was signed ahead of South Africa hosting the BRICS summit in August, and according to TVL, the signing of the memorandum is a step towards increasing the sustainability of nuclear generation in the BRICS countries. But tell us what you think. Will it be possible for South Africa to overcome its current situation? Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch this video. We really appreciate your time spent on our channel and hope you found value in the information in this video. Before you go, please remember to like and subscribe as it helps grow our channel and gives us the opportunity to continue making stellar videos. Remember, Africa has been awakened. Take care.